Hello, it's the middle of March already. The days are noticeably longer and the sun is just coming into the garden. A couple of weeks ago, I was looking around in the garden and I spotted this little tiny root coming out of the conker. So I investigated closer. Is it actually growing? Yes, it is. And the other one? Yes, that one's growing as well. Amazing. So I covered that back over and I decided to cover the whole pot just with some compost. It's only a thin layer. Hopefully they will carry on growing. I put the pot back in the place where it won't be disturbed. In the spring bulb trough, the purple hyacinths are just starting to flower. The amber ones are a little bit behind. The wild tulips are in bud. And the daffodils too. That was 3 days ago, and after only 3 more days, a lot has changed. I spotted this curious looking bud. I wondered what it was. Then I realised it must be a fritillaria. I've never grown them before and never even seen one growing. Amazing looking plant already. And there's another one. The hyacinths have changed so much in just 3 days and the daffodils are open too. In the garden, there are a couple of pink hyacinths from previous years. They often get top heavy and fall over. Normally I would stand it up with a stick, but my mind is already prepared to move the plants for when the new fence is fitted. The cornice is showing new shoots. Not sure how I'm going to manage to move this one. I might end up just having to take cuttings and start over again. In this pot, next to the lonely daffodil, I've spotted something growing. I'm not sure what it is. It's got a really strong stem, like a tree. I will let it grow and see what becomes of it. In the other troughs, the daffodils have been eaten. And in my last chance bulb pot, which I planted in December, the crocuses are just coming out. They look lovely in the midday sun. In last year's bulb pot, not a lot going on, just one tiny blue flower. Over by the primroses, I did plant some bulbs in here, but I couldn't remember what they were. These are growing and they look like very tiny little fritillaria. I hope they don't get eaten. There's another one. All of these plants are going to have to move for when the new fence is fitted. I'm not sure how I'm going to manage to do that, and this one has grown really big, so I'm thinking that's probably got quite a big root on it. The sea holly has got something growing from the bottom, not sure if it's the sea holly or something else. That's the crocosmia coming up, so I know where to dig for them. Not sure if they'll move okay. And these English bluebells. I decided to start moving some of the plants with this foxglove. It's not looking like it's doing too well at the minute anyway. I'm not sure how much root will be on the bottom of this. Oh, look at that worm. That is a long worm. He's fast as well. So that's the first plant dug out. Not too much of a root on that one. I should be able to find a pot to fit that in. Next, this small hollyhock. That one came up easy enough. This hollyhock is a couple of years old now, and it's not very easy to dig up. Got it out after some fighting. It's got a much bigger root on it, and I think a little bit broke off. Hopefully it will be okay though. So the big hollyhock is going in this pot. I've got a little bit of compost in the bottom, and I'm going to fill around the top as well. Next, the sad looking foxglove. He'll be okay. Same thing, little bit of compost in the bottom, and I'm just going to fill in around it. And last of all, the smaller hollyhock. Well, that's the start made. Still lots more plants to move before the fence goes in.